Morning everyone, welcome back to Rivo's Hub channel and the restoration of the Sandford pub, which will be the new home for Rivo's Hub. Now we've moved. For those that haven't followed so far, we got the keys end of July. We're now got our first week into November-ish, probably second week actually, I can't remember the date, I think it's about the 19th-ish. But yeah, everything's started to happen the last couple of weeks. We've got contractors everywhere. This is part 9 now. For everyone that's subscribed so far, thank you, and please, if you haven't already done so, it's free to do so. So just look down below in the comments area and below the video, and yeah, subscribe and like the videos and comment please. So beginning of the week, we're now on Tuesday. We didn't do much yesterday due to doing admin and squaring a load of things away. We did have boiler issues, still leaking through the ceiling, which I'll put a quick video up now, because obviously we had a problem at the end of the last one where it was leaking through the ceiling. We thought it had been isolated, but we had to get Rob out on an emergency sort of plumbing side of stuff, where he had to get up into the attic and try and isolate it again, because we started to have a water feature in the newly fitted kitchen. Luckily we haven't decorated yet, but obviously you'll see now because I'm about to put the clip up. We now have a kitchen water feature. Who else has got one of these? Must be the new thing. Multiple catching devices. God damn this place. Yeah, so that wasn't ideal, but that's all been done now. So Tuesday morning, Robbie, who did our tiling and stuff like in the last video, messaged me early hours this morning saying could he do the garage floor, which we weren't kind of ready for, so it's been a bit manic. So it's probably about 11 o'clock now, and it's all go. So we've got contract cleaners in doing all the toilets, demoulding and giving them a good clean through before we start the work in those. Obviously Swain and Rand are out doing all our windows, so having all new windows done. They're a bit mob handy today, there's quite a few of them, even Darren's in. So yeah, they're trying to crack on with that and get ahead, because like everything with this old 1930s building, it's just been a pain to get to, and obviously the windows are all going into the walls, and they've been fitted like really hardcore. I guess the way they did it back in the day, so it's not as easy to get them out, but once they're out, obviously new windows go in easy. So we've got a few guys on that. Obviously Robbie, Housing's helping him in the garage, screed the floor, ready for the new coffee shop. And we've got Tom back in doing graffiti in the back room, and we've also got the cellar guys, services guys in, fitting all our new bar engines, pythons, the whole new cellar. Yeah, brilliant. It's just a bit carnage, so I'll flip the camera around and a quick walk around, and then it might be easier then if we'll probably end up doing it at the end of the day, so we can see what's been done. Obviously there was actually a van gone, so quite a busy car park, which is nice to see. It's the window fitter guys. Obviously we got upstairs yesterday the living room, one of the living room and the kitchen one upstairs went in, but again it's normally they can get, I think they can get about 4 or 5 done a day, but it's just proving to be a bit slower. But some of the downstairs toilet ones were done in the last video. So obviously this is what will be the coffee shop. A load of rubbish left in the back of it, so we just emptied all that out. The lads are screeding that. Might quickly walk through this way, see if there's anyone in here. Obviously toilet windows going in, all gone in now, shall I say. I won't bother the guys are working too much. Not sure we've done much on the cellar side, but obviously all that's getting replaced, all new pythons, just the beer lines going through, which obviously all the maintenance had to go through with that. To this side, obviously as you can see the pythons go all through the walls down there. Again, we developed another leak coming from the tank down there. There's about about an inch worth of water down in the bottom, which is another issue. This place keeps on giving, old buildings and all that. Obviously the bar floor's gone in, and obviously they're wiring all through now. So by the end of today and at least tomorrow, we'll have our new bar all in place, which is pretty exciting. And it'll start to look again like a bar and a pub, which will be brilliant. Yeah, quite looking forward to seeing this part done. and we can start decorating around it all then. That's the last of the dirty work done. So a quick check on Tom. Obviously we are time lapsing. Those that haven't seen, Tom did this for us before, and he's obviously doing some new artwork in the back. We are time lapsing it, so we might throw a time lapse up in a bit. Yeah, so obviously the outlining of all that went down in the last video, so he's coming in adding all the colour now, which is good. And yeah, busy morning, contractors everywhere, awesome. Alright, so have a look what's going on. I'll see upstairs window in, downstairs is about to go in. What the thing is, have a look. I think, oh yeah, front window is about to go in on the single room, and then lounge is done now, other than the tidying up afterwards on the outside. But I'll just check what the guys are doing in here. That's the kitchen coffee shop floor, just been screeded, which yeah, it's more steps done. I don't know what time it's, about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock now, so awesome. So the world has gone mad and come to a standstill because we have heavy snow. Yeah, it's about as heavy as it usually gets around here, but you never know. Last 2 windows going in upstairs at the moment. Obviously with all the bad weather, I seem to have all the builder guys or window guys in at the moment from Rain and Swain and Rans, so we're just going to see what they're up to because I haven't been in for a bit. I think they're smashing through. Perfect time of year with this freezing cold and the windows, but fair play to the guys, at least they're trying to crack on through it all, which is good. Hopefully by the end of this week all of them should be roughly done, especially having no heating at the moment, so the windows will make a bit of a difference. Need to keep some of the warmth in, if it's warm in here, which is not. Yeah, well, we never get snow in Poolland. I don't know what Sandford's like, but I know Pool's terrible. We don't usually get it, but it is coming down a bit at the moment. It's supposed to be sunny this afternoon, but yeah, I suppose, I don't know if the guys have been pulled off other jobs because they can't get to them, but I think for Swain and Rans, I've literally got 4 vehicles on site now. Yeah, so it seems to be like, I think there's like four or 5 teams, which is amazing because we should end up smashing most of the building out today. As you can see, the front windows are going in. Side ones have been done upstairs. The upstairs one on the back corner has been finished. There is one at the rear, and it's just a case of getting these front ones done before the parquet flooring gets done next week. So yeah, it's, although the weather's not the greatest, fair play to these guys because it's bloody cold. But yeah, it's certainly making a difference. Ooh. The decking's usually slippy anyway. But no, happy days. Oh god, it's cold. A little bit out in the day, and yeah, so much for the snow. Sun's out, nice blue skies, but obviously having so many of the guys on site today, they've pretty much smashed out all, excuse the pun, but smashed out all the windows. So the front of the building, upstairs and downstairs, is now done. Just got a bit on the kitchen to do at the back, and the gents' toilets on the other side of the building. I know, still can't believe the weather today, but yeah, hopefully with no heating still, but at least it'll be a bit warmer inside now, holding any heat we can get in there. So no, absolutely wicked. And it doesn't look too bad considering we've got rid of the old windows, and it's a shame because of the style, but these windows, new windows, are so much better, so clear. I think it's more inviting as well without the crossbars in them. Yeah, it's worked out better than I expected, which is really good. Hey everyone, so now, bit of a jump now. It's now Sunday lunchtime at the end of the week. Believe it or not, somehow we've just been had that much going on. We haven't done many videos up until this point from what you've just seen a second ago. So yeah, it's been a bit of a mental week, but we've, progress-wise, there's been a lot going on, but also it doesn't feel like we've done a lot this week because a lot of it was out of our hands with contractors, and there's only so much we could do while everyone else was getting in. Obviously, the guys doing the windows came in mob-handed, as you just saw, and they've literally done all, I think Friday, yeah, that was Thursday, Friday. There's a couple of them still came back to finish the last bits, which was the men's toilets and the back kitchen window, and then trimmed all the insides. They've got a couple of broken panes through transport that need to be done, and then it's the outside. The outside work doesn't matter now because obviously they can do that anytime as such. But our time frame and theirs obviously was to try and get everything done so they didn't need to come in the building. As of tomorrow being Monday, we've got the parquet flooring guy in. So obviously if he's standing and varnishing, we didn't want any traffic coming through the front door really. So anything that's going on tomorrow will be, obviously that can be done via the cellar doors and stuff. So it's pretty much clear, which is what we've been doing today, is tidying up the areas and did a quick skip run. We got some sort of gale force winds of 60 mile an hour that everyone's getting. Don't even know what the storm name's called, it's probably got a name. But yeah, so we haven't done a lot. Again, it's stopping us doing cladding really the last 2 days because we can't really get outside to be cutting steel. But oh well. But yeah, so off the back of that, it's been happening a few days now. We're trying to work out what has actually happened. So big one, I suppose, which is massive, making this place look like a pub again, other than the windows all being done, which look amazing, is the bar cellar guys that were in. We now have a bar. I say as such, but obviously it's fully built on the front side of things, other than obviously we've got no beer on site. So once we've got the deliveries in, they'll come back and commission everything and test everything, change the temperatures in the cellar, and yeah, we've got obviously still got Guinness and Thatchers to come in and do their bit. But if I flip the camera around now, yeah, it's starting to feel like a pub now. Obviously, there's a couple of people who asked what we've got in. I don't know if the camera will pick it up really, but yeah, Guinness on this one, the same on the other side. Obviously we've got a Heineken Zero, which is supposed to be really good, especially on the alcohol-free side. We haven't done the ales as such yet. And then on the what we call the sports bar end, it's exactly the same, but where the bright light is on the end, it'll be a Thatcher's haze. Obviously we'll have other stuff on the fridgy side of things, but yeah, as you can see, it's starting to take shape now. Once this flooring's done, which I said starts tomorrow, and varnished, we can pretty much crack on with everything then. I'm not sure what contractor-wise, we don't really need any contractors on this side of things, so it'll be all kind of hands on deck to get things ready then. We did have a staff meeting for all the new guys in the week as well, which was nice to get everybody together and meet each other and kind of give them an idea on planning as such. Harrison's been in here today and started. The dodgy blue paint that was on the tiles has been peeling off in places, so he's kind of attacked it with a heat gun. To be honest, the red's not bad actually. Again, I probably would have left, I wouldn't have painted it blue in the first place, but everyone's got their own preferences, I guess. But obviously that's a start in here. We've got loads more work to go on this one, but the red don't look too bad actually. What else have we had in? Paul was in doing something similar on the ladies' toilets this side, where he again, the tiles on top of the sort of sink area was peeling off when it got wet, so he's been again heat gunning it, and to be fair, again, it looks quite good for now. Obviously we've got loads of changes we want to do, but we're just trying to get rid of certain things to a point that we can carry on once it's done then. But regrouting this, obviously we're going to change all the blue frontage on it, but it actually looks much better anyway. Obviously, as we said before, the toilets were cleaned. I've already forgotten the lady's name, sorry, but obviously we'll put links below as well in the descriptions below, all the companies that have been in, especially for anyone local looking, but they've done an amazing job. Obviously It was sat for quite a while, unventilated, which obviously the windows were fixed, so they couldn't be over. They obviously brought nice brand new windows now, but the fixed windows in the air. So obviously, while it's been closed so long, yeah, this was seen to be the worst toilet of them all. But now it's nice and clean. So obviously, we can start doing our work. As you can see, there's battens everywhere. We can start picking up on this now and making this all nice and fresh. But yeah, it's quite good. And yeah, that was so Paul did those toilets. Where else have we been? Oh yeah, Tom's been in. So again, Tom's been in doing the graffiti, as we saw a little bit earlier. We did a quick job, but he's now finished. And there's that much stuff in here. I've got to try and find an angle to flip the camera around to. So if I flip the camera around now, you can see this is finished so far. Which again, we're really happy with the outcome. Obviously, those that have been to our old units, we know we like the graffiti side of stuff. Oh, we still haven't put it established on that, but yeah, again, it just adds a little bit to this room. Obviously, we've got a lot more plans for this room and what it'll be used for, and obviously, a lot of the old Americana stuff that we had from our old unit will be coming into this building as well. So yeah, we're going to kind of start dressing this up really, I guess now. But at least now, I think the bar was done last time, the flooring. Obviously we got a new bar floor. Pretty sure that wasn't in actually. That was another job that was done at the beginning of the week. Yeah, that was done Monday actually, yeah, before the cellar guys come in, wasn't it? So, but yeah, other than that, I think the kitchen hasn't had a great deal done. But it's also leaking water everywhere now. We still have no heating. We definitely, that's been drained out once. We've also to keep losing power because when you turn the immersion on down there to get the heat with hot water, it's tripping everything upstairs, so we can't even have the heaters on upstairs because obviously we've only got electric, but we've now got no hot water anyway. But the only way to not have, by not having hot water, at least we can still have the electric heaters on upstairs, because down here it's actually that cold. Yeah, in fact it's colder down here than it is outside today. It's like 16 degrees outside, and yet it feels like it's minus down here. But last night all these walls and doors and everything was so wet. Well, today they were, because it must have froze that last night, and then all the condensation's run off, hence the floor being wet. This is due to the extractor there, so it's leaking through there, which they think the ducting on the roof hasn't been sealed properly at some point, or has come loose where it comes in, so it must be running in through the ducting, shall I say. But yeah, obviously that was the last window to go in. Again, obviously there's big gaps around it, we've got to dress up yet, but yeah, all good. And the cellar's all set up to temperature. Obviously it's not freezing yet, but in fact the heat coming down from there I might leave that door open, it might heat the rest of the pub up for now. And then this floor's the last thing to be cleaned, which needs a proper industrial clean. But yeah, all good. We have a bar, which is pretty exciting. A nice end to the week for us. But I think that's probably it for now. We can't do a great deal. It's Sunday anyway, so I need to obviously get this video out. But yeah, it's quite a nice finish to the week, having a bar. And next week this flooring will be done. The extractor's getting changed. The extractor's getting done in the kitchen we've just been in, and all that wall's getting finished. That should all be be finished next Wednesday. So that's the kitchen side of maintenance done. Probably, hopefully, all work done. I know Jason's got to come back and do some bits on that floor. The kitchen, not the kitchen, the coffee shop outside is slowly. It took a bit longer because obviously the temperature's dropped. So that's kind of hopefully going off quite by now. But obviously we've got to do a bit more work on that, which we'll hopefully get on this week. But yeah, all good, I think. I might have a quick risk outside, see what the weather's like. Yeah, as I said, it's actually warmer out here than it is in the pub. But it's really nice to see how the windows have come up. And the sign will be next. And some of the signage stuff, but obviously the small pond is back. It was an ice ring at one point, if anyone saw the stories. But yeah, so it's one thing, another job out the way, a big job this week with the windows. It's massively transformed the pub from the front. Obviously there's a few more plans to go, but yeah, feel like we haven't, like I said a minute ago, we feel like we haven't done a great deal this week, but then there's been so many contractors in doing all their jobs that a lot's actually happened. But with the weather and everything, we haven't been able to physically do a great deal ourselves, so we've been trying to catch up on admin and emails and contracts and stuff, so that's all good. But yeah, thank you for everyone for watching so far. We'll leave this video here for now and then get cracking again this week. Yeah, this has been part 9 now, so it's kind of been dragging on. I say dragging on, actually. The whole build has taken a lot longer than we planned, and it's definitely been a lot more than we expected. But it is what it is. It's going to be hopefully all worthwhile, and this place is certainly transforming, which we always wanted to put our own style and stamp on it anyway. So yeah, that was always going to take a little bit longer. But thank you for everyone watching and commenting and liking the video. It does help our channel progress for us, and yeah, it's been quite a good journey so far doing all this. Very stressful at times. It's just a good job I got no hair on my head anyway. But yeah, thank you again, and we shall see you all on the next video. See you later.